All right, good morning. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about a quick little plugin that I came across just the other day for Obsidian called YAML Toolkit. Batch manipulate Frontmatter with conditional rules. So it's not in the community browser yet. You have to install it via BRAT or download it manually from the GitHub and put it in your .obsidian folder there. So the author, Ramnathk, Ramnathk, on Reddit writes, "Ever wanted to add a runtime field to 200 movie nodes without opening each file? Or auto-tag overdue tasks? Or update nested metadata in arrays and objects? I got tired of doing this manually, so I built a plugin. YAML Toolkit for Obsidian. I've been using it for a few months and it's been a huge time saver, so I'm excited and a little nervous to share it. So a few things it can do. Add missing fields. If tags contains movie and not has runtime, then set runtime." And just double quotes there to set it, basically just to create the field, not put a value there. Although you could put a value there to set it. It looks like. If due is before today and status does not equal done, then append overdue to all of the tags. Set priority to 1, set status to urgent. Working with objects, update nested metadata. If tags contains person, then set contact.email, set contact.phone, social.twitter, social.linkedin, etc., etc. So you can see you can even do regular expressions if that's your thing. So how it works, each rule has two parts: condition and one or more operations. So in the examples, it kind of reads, if you're not too, you know, uh, codey or programmy, then, you might recognize this looks pretty similar to something like data view, right? So you might have used something similar to this before, even if you're not a super technical person like that. The way it's actually done in the plugin, though, is even simpler than this. So I'll show you that in a second. So the rule power comes from combining conditions and multiple actions. One rule can check multiple conditions with and, or not, run multiple operations in sequence, modify strings, numbers, and booleans with set, math operations, work with dates, manipulate arrays, work with objects using dot notation like contact.email, metadata.location.room, etc. So instead of add a tag, you can write rules like for meeting notes from Q1, normalize attendee names, dedupe or sort tags, update locations, add a review flag. Find project notes with overdue tasks, bump priority, append urgent, set nested review metadata, update project status. For all person notes, ensure contact and social objects exist with defaults, then clean up formatting. So a lot of stuff. Now, they say they've been using it personally for months, and they say they built this with paranoia baked in. So there's validation that runs before it, actually goes through and parses the notes or the rules. There's a preview mode, and it creates backups before it messes with anything. So they use it daily with 264 automated tests. So that's the URL you put in there to install it via BRAT. Right there, I'll have it linked down below. There's a documentation website and the GitHub where you can look at the code if you want to. So I've got my test vault here, and I've got a few notes open up already. And let's go ahead. We'll do a little Control P, and we'll go to YAML Toolkit. There's no options really to look at, and it adds just the single command palette. And this is the rules. So I've already built some rules, but by default, it's going to have new rules selected right up here. You can give it a name. New rules are fun. You can give it a scope. So entire vault, folder, or current file. Current file is pretty neat. That's just going to be whatever the active node is. Folder, if you click that, then it's going to have you input a path down here, and it will autofill particular options. And then find files based on Frontmatter. And then action required. So the rules are optional because you're giving it a scope already. So current file, obviously, you may or may not need the rules at all because You're just gonna run it on whatever's open. That's it. Same with folder, right? But if you do add rules like status equal draft, it'll look for that Frontmatter key and only run the operations on the nodes where that applies, right? Or entire vault. And then you put the actions, which are going to be similar to what they put here, except they've got like if type equal meeting. You don't need to put the if part in the conditions. You also don't need to put then. That is implied. I think this is, I assume, if you dig into the plugin itself, it's going to be saving these rules like this, but the if and then is put in there automatically by, the field itself, basically, right? And you can see that in the background here, as they just have status equal draft. They don't have if status equal draft. And then create backups before modifying, check by default. And then you just click save rule, and it'll be one in the drop down. So let me go. This is going to run on just a specific folder, and this one is going to have set folder target to yes. Now this is a property that none of them have. I just made it up. Let's click apply. You have not previewed this rule yet. You know what? Good job. I don't want to preview it though. We'll click validate. All right, and then we'll go ahead. And I've got a couple notes here already open from that folder. All right, it's all done. So this one, ipsum, not this one, ipsum. So ipsum, folder target, yes. Ipsum, folder target, yes. And then I've got these ones that have weights. So these ones have numerical ones. And we've got this rule, which is going to look through the entire vault, find files based on Frontmatter, and if the weight is greater than 50, then it's going to set note size to heavy. Let's go ahead and validate. Validation passed. Looks good. Apply. We're going to go OK. We're rebels, so we don't need to preview it. All right. So that last one took a bit of time to go through. That's likely because all of the nodes have that weight property. So it had to do some action on all of them. So let's take a look. What was the rule again? If the weight is greater than 50, set note size heavy. So weight 21, we got nothing there. 78, heavy. This thing got nothing. 78, heavy. They have the same weight? Yeah. 67, heavy. 18, no. No, no property at all. And weight 1, no property. Little bit of testing, seems to work pretty cool. Again, not in the community plugin browser, only in GitHub right now, just released a couple days ago. So use it at your own risk, but go ahead and give it a look if it's something that you think you could use. Now, they've got, I'll link it below, but there's a GitHub.io link that's got kind of an all-encompassing document, and you can see it's got examples of everything and like what each thing does, right? So set obviously creates or updates fields. We've got append, which will append to lists. So you can see for tags, append review. It's going to add review to the end of tags for any notes that match that. And if reviewed is already there, it's not going to add it a second time. It's not going to double up on those things. So it's intelligent in that sense, right? You can also delete stuff. So from tags or other arrays of properties, you can remove things that match it. So a lot of stuff you can do. And yeah, there you go. So that's just a quick, brief look at something that I played around with for a little bit. I did run it on my regular vault, and it worked fine. No issues at all. So very cool. So it definitely seems like it's going to be a tool that I'll keep there to run periodically to kind of clean up my notes, especially if I feel like there's stuff that's just like getting out of hand. Or if I change templates, I can kind of clean up older notes, etc., etc. Bunch of different use cases for it. I think it's pretty cool. It might be something that you'll find useful, or maybe not. Either way, hope you enjoyed a quick look at a brand new Obsidian friend in our neighborhood.